I really believe that this trip is so life-changing if you allow it to be.
Cambodia hits you like a tornado. You might find yourself patting your life in before Cambodia and after Cambodia. When you come back from this trip, you find yourself in my current situation, trying to explain this life-changing experience, but feeling like nothing can quite do it justice. You'll probably settle for something like awesome, but you'll cringe inside at just how short that falls from communicating what you've lived. So of this trip, I will tell you this. You will travel, you see new sights, you get your adventure fix. You meet new people, incredible people.
You need to be here. You have to be here. You're missing out.
Very hardworking, ambitious entrepreneurs who want to give back to the world and just leave the world a better place than they found it.
It's up to us to be able to empower others and uplift and make a better community.
Let's go, Auntie. I wish you all the best.
If we can hold their hand and pass on to them belief and confidence, I really think that these children have that opportunity to really just follow their dreams.
I just want to study hard and make my country better than before.
People who push to be their best selves and to make the most out of life. And that are a little bit nuts, of course, because that's just what it takes to decide that you're going to change the world.
We're selling fast. I don't even know what we're selling, but it's fruit and some kind of dipping sauce and some little fish balls. But people are stopping in the middle of the road and buying stuff with these kids. It's amazing. It's amazing. Look where we are, Cambodia.
You will bond with these people.
Looking good, girls.
You learn from them, you be inspired by them, you laugh with them, and you make friends for life.
Doyle, how you feeling?
Oh, feeling great.
Feeling great. It's a great country. Really happy to be here. Amazing.
These guys are fucking. Get the chopper out, bro. Get the man.
You will laugh a lot.
That's it. It's so fun today. What I love about Cambodia is just the cool breezes, lack of humidity.
Oh yes, the humidity. Let's talk about that. The truth about your hair will come out. Thank God the kids are there to save the day.
Sharing this experience with, I think it's like 26 of, great entrepreneurs together. What can I say? So much fun.
Oh my God, life is so good. I love life. I love life.
But when it's time to work, these guys show up.
It's game time now, yeah?
And you work really hard.
Today is your day.
This is your time to show how well and how far you've all come.
Go outside your comfort zone. This is your chance to change your future.
Like,
it's the greatest day of the year. This is when it all comes together, all the hard work everyone's put in. Just, I'm on top of the world, man.
1, 2, 3.
Good, that's a good job.
So this is what we call it lotus seed plant.
Yes, yeah.
And you can eat the big ones in there, but they've got tiny little ones here, and they actually play a game with it. So they'll go rock, paper, scissors, and the loser will pop in the head.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna try it. I don't know if that's
A little bit harder.
Wait, maybe you do it first to demonstrate.
Okay, we just like we hold it like this, and then you're gonna pop on our head like this. Alright, 1, 2, 3.
I am absolutely exhausted, but also very energized. It was a pretty epic day and amazing to see it all come together after the workshops that we held yesterday. The kids, you know, from where we met them 3 days ago to where they came today blows my mind.
You have shown us that you have the potential to change the world. Congratulations.
Very impressive. It was great to see the confidence of the kids grow and grow and grow as the day went on. They get more and more excited. I'm absolutely stuffed, and they're still in there partying.
Something that you have to experience for yourself, really, to truly understand what it's all about, the feelings that are here, the bond that you build with the kids, but also with the team that come with you. We're here with 25 amazing people doing some amazing things, trying to help the kids dream that they can be something more than what they think they could yesterday.
I'm very happy and I'm excited, and I'm like confident in myself, a lot more confident in myself, and I didn't know how can I do it, but I can do it. Like, I didn't believe in myself that I can do it, but I can do it.
Our country, Cambodia, like it's a small country, but so we want to develop a country to be more better and better, and so if you don't study, you cannot help our country.
It's actually been a hard experience, this to come here and see how individuals can actually live in amongst this chaos. No kid should actually live like this. No kid should not be able to have the basic amenities of being able to wash their hands, have a toilet, and live in infested waters.
I am a little bit apprehensive. I mean, I think especially confronting some of the unfortunate recent history of Cambodia and the Khmer Rouge and what happened, the genocide, is almost unimaginable. But I think that it's important that we do engage with that and that we do actually try and not just gloss it over and learn something from history, and I think that also then helps provide context to understanding why some of the kids are the way they are, and also just more broadly why the country is the way it is.
When I was young, maybe around 4 or 5 years old, I was actually in Phnom Penh. So I was playing in my room, my house, and I came out from my house to buy like cakes, biscuit or whatever. And there's a guy, and he gave me like sweet, and he got my hand and brought me into a car.
All of our kids here have come from backgrounds of sexual and physical violence. They've been trafficked over the border into Thailand into prostitution, slavery, begging rings and illegal adoption rings.
Maybe he want to get me to Thailand and sell me or whatever, I think.
I really love Cambodia, but right now I'm not really, because I see my country has so many problems, like so many bad things. I'm not really proud of my country, but I'm proud of the history of my country. It was very developed and was the best country also, and well known, but right now, no.
You reflect on how unfit it is that the ill power of one man can affect millions of people and perdure for generations. And you wonder why it takes so much more effort, more time and commitment to rebuild than it does to destroy.
In 2014, like I said, and they start to back up my information, all the information that I told them, and put it together, and they told me that they are going to find my mother or my relative, and they brought that information to a channel, a TV channel station, and they said they will help you, but it needs maybe a year, because like there are many people that find their parents or whatever, and lots of people, so we need to wait. But we say we can't wait, because I'm old already, and I'm away from my mother around 10 or 11 years already. So and like the staff in that station get that information and get my picture when I was young and now, and write the information and post in a Facebook page, and my relative saw it and they called my mother, and that's how it started, and we met so hard. When the staff told me that they didn't told that it's going to be my mother or whatever, that they only say they find your mother, and I just smile, no feeling, just smile and laugh, and that's it. So I was walking and smile, and that's it. So happy.
You will wish that your good deeds and intentions will ripple even half as far, and you'll be moved to engage all of yourself in the hope to change but one person.
It really puts things into a lot of perspective. So what I'm looking to try and give while I'm over here is to make the people that we interact with think differently, not be bound by the limitations of where they're living and the situation that they have, because if they can think bigger and think more broadly, they can do anything that they want. But it's just unlocking that habit within their brain that they can become whoever they want to become, and they're not bound by what they're living in the past and their current situations. So, and to have no fear, and to have the courage that they can do great things and build things for their people to grow. And if they can do that and have that step-by-step progress within their lives, then they can inspire other people. And if you can change one person's life, then hopefully they can have a domino effect and change others as well.
You might burst into tears occasionally, not just at the abundant reasons for sadness, but at the abundance of beauty and the unflinching force of life to find a way to sprout in the scarcest conditions, make its way to the surface, and explode into the room.
I've heard it in YouTube and I try to find the sheet music and download it and learn by myself. If I didn't come to stay in Sunrise, I won't be like this. No piano and no anything, and I guess myself that if I were not here, I might be just doing the farm and didn't study very much and don't know how to speak English as well. In my life, I don't want to do such one thing. I want to do a lot of things. You see, even I play piano, but I learned to play guitar, sing, and play sports, and learn something new. Yeah, that is I want to do in my life. I think you should sing. When I'm gone, when I'm gone, you gotta miss me when I'm gone. You gotta miss me by my head, you gotta miss me everywhere. Oh, you gotta miss me when I'm gone. Like when I'm gone, when I'm gone. You gotta miss me when I'm gone. You gotta miss me by my walk, you gotta miss me by my talk. Oh, you gotta miss me when I'm gone.
And you'll wonder how many pianists, scientists, mathematicians, writers and performers will never get a chance to meet their true selves.
Your voice is really beautiful. Thank you.
You will see that sometimes the world pushes down with unimaginable force and places immovable stones on top, but life still beams through the cracks. And you will, no doubt, marvel at that.
I said, how do you cope with that? And she just stood up very straight and looked at me and she said, I turn to the mum and I say in Khmer, what I look like is not who I am.
I joined this trip because I've been hearing over the years how amazing of a journey it's been for everyone involved, and just how fulfilling it is, and how much gratitude they are left with at the end of the trip, and how much it's transformed their lives and how much it's changed their view on the world.
And that is why I am here. This is what inspired me with Cambodia, because I feel so grateful and so lucky for the life that I've been given. And you know, it just turns out that these children are just not born into a good situation. And I really think that it's our responsibility to at least share some of what we've been given back to the children.
You may feel overwhelmed, as if the biggest contribution you can give is still too minute in face of all that needs to be done. But do not underestimate the power of love and the impact that that can have on a heart that doesn't know what that is.
What would you ask Buddha for if you had him for half an hour? And the kids really liked this question, and the older boys were saying, you know, cameras and cars and motorbikes, and the girls were saying jewellery and a beautiful house and a rich husband. And I got to little time, he's sitting there, I'm with my computer and he's sitting there, and I said to him, okay darling, what would you ask Buddha for? And he said, oh Mum, he said, Buddha's important and he's very, very busy. He said, I don't need anything, no, I wouldn't ask him for anything. And I said, but you have to ask him for something. I'm writing to your donors, to your sponsors, they want to know. So he looked up in the sky and then he looked back at me and he said, well Mum, there is one thing maybe he could help me with. And I said, what's that? And he said, I'd like to ask Buddha to make me a really, really good boy in this life, because in my last life I must have done something really, really bad for my mother to throw me away and for me not to walk like other children. He looked up at me with his big black eyes and he said, so if Buddha makes me really good in this life, maybe in my next life I'll have a mother who loves me and I can run like the other children.